Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Texas A&M Aggies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work first. And here comes Marcel Reed. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out.
And Reese, man, he has been really, really good to start this season. Last week, excellent. But you do got that one loss on the ledger. But they've trusted him. They've put it in his hands. I think you want to see the consistency from the offense, Jesse, as it continues to grow, continues to get better throughout the season. But I've seen some great flashes.
Yeah, the amazing thing is when you talk to people on the inside of the program, they'll tell you if he can keep being consistent, play the way he did last week, they think they can go to the college football playoff. You mentioned the loss they had early in the year. They can't afford.
He's loose on the left. He's inside the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Johnson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Throwing Reed. Makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. This is a designed run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie! When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about, Reese, until we visited. And you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to back it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Making his first move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it in. It's Bussey. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Under pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Right side, it's Johnson. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Reed. Looking deep down the right side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. They'll need a bunch on second down. To the air, it's Reed. Rushes on. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Again, it's Reed. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Texas A&M looking to convert on fourth here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Has to have it on fourth down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Keelan Russell. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Second down, going to throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. There he goes. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Finding space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Russell from the gun on third down. Got his man downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Caught, and he's got room. At the 20. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Russell finds his big tight end, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in this situation, so let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Edwards. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Here's Reed to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Edwards. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Unloads it left. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The give on the counter. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Morrill. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. RPO complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Ball is loose, and the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Throwing Russell. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got him downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 50. They knocked him down after an explosive play, and it was all because of the perfectly timed pitch. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Play action with Reed. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts a...
Makes a grab and room to run. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Unloads to the right. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run the counter. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose down the left side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Keelan Russell makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Russell on play action. On the move, he fires. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Still looking. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Buys time to his left. Slings it downfield. Out wide left, it's Johnson. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Texas A&M going quickly.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Reed. Rush right in his face. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. From the gun, on third down, it's Marcel Reed. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Russell. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Long way to go on second down. Hits inside, it's Hill. They'll find a little bit of running room there. It'll be third down as the clock runs before the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Minnesota taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Gophers looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Tide head coach at the half. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Okay, Holly. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Second and long here. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. Alabama pushing the tempo. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. He's got great speed. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
In the gun, third down, Reed. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Complete out of the backfield. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. They're all over him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Smashes it between the uprights. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Here's some daylight. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They go play action with Russell. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
Looking for room. It's Hill. He's stopped. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Look out. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Buying a little time to his left. Shoots it to the left. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Guys, look at this. You're surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Reed to throw for it on fourth. On target over the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Just going to keep it after the snap. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. On play action. Under pressure. Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Russell on play action. Out wide right, it's Edwards. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Drives inside. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Russell. Reels it in. Made a defender miss. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We take a moment to look at the stats and what has been a tight ball game. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Throwing Russell. Got his man on the right. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Straight ahead, it's Moore. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Left side, it's Johnson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He's going to run it. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far.
139 outside. 139 out. Here we go. Ready.
Throwing Reed. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it. And midfield, he's got room. All by himself down the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. It's Edwards. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Reed. Grabs it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Aggies. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Extending the play. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but...
Snags it, and there's running room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Keelan Russell. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Turning it on. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the Aggies with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Back to throw, it's Reed. Lets it go to the end zone. Incomplete, he was going for the touchdown. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He wants it all. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll run it. At the 35, he's loose. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. They're working that left side. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Russell. He's taking a deep shot. Got it in stride at the 15. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Turns it upfield. Touchdown, Alabama! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. All over him immediately. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They're risking giving up prime field position as they go for it on 4th and long from the 44. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's Reed to throw. Fires left. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incomplete.
Fires fires toward the end zone. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Russell. Rushes on. Breaks loose. At the 35, he's got room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Long way to go on second down. Throwing Russell. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Looks it in. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll